All right, Shalom Akim here. First and foremost, I want to give all praise to Yahweh Shimon Shai by Hashem Makar HaKadosh, the honor to the apostle and elders, the great millstone, peace, salutation, you brothers doing this work, in sincerity and the truth, the hopeful elect, the brothers waiting every day patiently for Yahweh Shimon Shai to return so we can get out this place. Peace, salutation to you, brothers, man. All right, you see basically a comment that I seen on here. This is, I believe it's from Twitter. It's just basically commenting on the situation going on in France. Okay, it says on the real scene in France, as people not allowed into supermarket without the header pass without a header passport, without the thing passport. All right, and you see how this world is dealing treacherously with the people, which is gonna cause situations on this earth, man. That regardless, regardless of what the people may think, this devil is still gonna go on and move forward with his agenda. All right, the agenda of what of his only inclusiveness of his own light. All right, the control of people in this world. All right, so many things is going to be the atrocities of this world is going to come, and nobody really realize how serious this is. All right, it's going to be a prime. It's going to be a prime example. You know what the scriptures has been talking about, and plus the prime example of how they're going to try to classify and get classism. Okay, hold on. All right, so no, it's in French. You see the activity that's going on. They're trying to get into the supermarket. They're not being allowed to. All this thing is this investment. It's gonna be a major trickle down effect. Alright, so we can read some of these one or two comments and we just get a couple of scriptures and close out. But this thing is not going to stop. Okay. All right. So all right. So this is from the New England for Trump. It says, "A warning to the rest of the world." Okay. All right. I can't speak French. All right. This is from Rachak Media Production. It says, "Speak now before it's too late." Let's get some better ones. Okay, here go a guy named Eli Klein. He said, "I went to a dinner at a nice restaurant in Hudson Street in Manhattan, West Village. They wouldn't seat me without seeing my vaccine credentials. So I went to dinner at another nice restaurant at Hudson Street instead." So it's already here, all right? It's already here. So this guy named Robert W. Malone basically said, "Hey, don't think it can't happen here." All right, see, because it's food. A lot of people don't realize what thing is going on. All right, they're making sure they pigeonhole everything and everybody with the thing agenda. All right, they try to ostracize you for talking about this, but it's already in your face. All right, it says, "Imagine thinking that your doctors and pharmaceutical companies are qualified to give health advice." All right, I see some better things, but you know. Okay. So these are just plain comments, but they're just real. So a lot of real comments. All right. Let me read. This is Alex. Her name is Burrinson. Okay, Burrinson. It says, "Hey, healthcare administration. I hear hospitals are making regional agreements. They're all forced vaccines to convince staff they can't just move from one system to another. Seems like the itty bitty antitrust issues, but they who care hey, who cares anymore anyway? If you have a copy of a signed deal, okay. So really, there's not nothing major, but we know for a fact what these comments are. But we know for a fact it's gonna come over here. All right, it's gonna be right here in their face, man. So, just a second. All right, this is Isaiah 10:1. It says, "Woe unto you that decree and righteous decrees." All right, that right grievous which they have prescribed, and the things they're prescribing is this mental psychological, my bad, issue that they have going on with everybody in the world. You know, you got people that have the hitter got hit, and they're using that, against people who received the hit, who didn't get hit, to basically try to clash against each other. We're just gonna be basically that issue. Let me read it again. It's woe. And basically said destruction unto them that decree righteous decrees. And these are unrighteous decrees, man, to stop people from going in the grocery store and things like that. And that right grievous which they have prescribed. And to turn aside the needy from judgment. And to take away the rights from the poor of my people. Okay. And the widows may be their prey, that they may rob the fatherless. And so these things have been happening forever. So we've been victimized by this system into this world, man. To act like we actually have something, that we have a right in this world, man. This is not our rest, all right? And Jake don't understand that, man. All right, the Heavenly Father is showing you that this devil is pulling out his horns, all right? And it's gonna get even smaller. It says, "And what will you do in a day of visitation and desolation, which shall come from far? And to whom will you flee for help?" Because where you gonna flee for help when these things? When everything gets really 100%, we know every second they're closing in the doors. All right. Last year they didn't do it, but you didn't realize how more force it was gonna be. It says, "And where will ye leave your glory?" All right. So really, not too much will have. Nobody's going to have too many things going on. It's going to be just the unrighteous decrees in this place. This nation is a wicked place. All right. Hey, if you don't think it's going to come here, hey, believe it or not, it's about to step this place. They're going to just ramp up the unrighteous decrees. Let me go ahead and get this. Although I quoted it. Okay. Let me go. This right here. Let's see. Is this the right one? Okay. This is Micah 2:10. It says, "Arise ye, and depart, for this is not your rest, for it is polluted. It shall destroy you, even with a sword destruction." So this thing is going to destroy you, man. If you don't get your mind out of that and come back to the Heavenly Father, and you're going to see, all right? Because the prophet's been prophesying these things, all right? All right, and everybody been ignoring these things. So really, this is just a small, epistle. But soon enough, hey, it's going to come over here heavy, all right? So keep thinking you're going to be able to bypass it, all right? Because everything is a petri dish everywhere until they put any type of medicines. They have to start somewhere. So they starting over wherever. And when it comes, they're going to try to use it on everybody, their agenda. And you're going to see we're going to see what side you're on. All right? So with that, I want to give all praise to Yahweh, Shema, Shah, peace, salutations, shalom.